All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to SEL class. I'm your teacher, Mr. Seth. Today, we're going to be talking about how to treat other people well and manage our own feelings in a healthy way. As always, before we get started, let's go ahead and put our hands on our hearts and say our pledge to each other. You repeat after me. Today, I promise to be kind, respectful, and to always do my best. Very, very good. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're having a good day. If you're not, I'm going to try and make you feel better in this class for sure. We always try to have fun in here if we at all possibly can. But today we're going to be watching a video about how to handle, how to hold the line if you don't feel comfortable doing something and your friends are trying to pressure you into do it, or even if they're not trying to pressure you into doing it, but you feel like you need to do it for whatever reason, but you know it wouldn't be a good choice or you just don't want to do it. I'm going to teach you today kind of how to handle that. And in a good and healthy way. And so let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to be watching Daniel solve a problem today. Let's see if you guys can help Daniel make a good choice. Movie time.
Oh. Hey there. Hey, Isaac.
Hey, Becky. What are we talking about today?
What?
Sorry about that. What are we talking about today? Nutrition?
No. Today we are going to talk about...
Oh, I was right. We're talking about nutrition. I knew it.
No, Isaac. Today we're going to be talking about peer pressure.
Oh, sure. I do that. I don't even like popcorn.
Exactly. Daniel is hanging out with a bunch of his friends who want to watch a horror movie, but he hates horror movies.
I know what that's like. Do you think you'll be able to help him?
Let's see what you can do.
Daniel,
What are you doing? The movie's starting.
oh, I'm making popcorn. Who wants some?
No, forget about the popcorn. You're going to miss the beginning.
Oh, that's totally okay.
Okay, look at his face. Why do you think he left the room and he is in the kitchen getting food right now? What do you think he's feeling right now? I think he's probably a little uncomfortable with the movie that his friends picked. He doesn't want to watch the movie that his friends picked. He doesn't like it. And so he just left the room to do something else. Have you guys ever been in a situation like that where your friends wanted you to do something, but you didn't want to do it? And sometimes it can be hard to tell your friends no, but it is important to make sure you're sticking to your values and make sure you're making good choices, even if your friends don't want you to. And maybe you just don't want to watch the movie that they're watching. And I want you to be able to say that, even if your friends want you to do what they want. Okay, that's very important. And it's also very important for us to be aware of other people. If you notice that your friend or friends do not feel comfortable doing something, I wouldn't push them to do that thing. Okay, there's lots of games you can play. There's lots of movies you can watch. There's lots of activities you can do together instead of activities that make some of your friends uncomfortable. Okay, so just be socially aware. Social awareness is one of the things that you guys need to know. That's one of the things that it's my job to teach you. And so look at his face. Do you think he's comfortable with the idea of watching this movie? I don't think he is. He does not look comfortable to me. Remember when we can look at somebody's face and we can try to understand how they're feeling? That's called empathy. Empathy is when we look at someone's face and understand how they're feeling, or try to understand how they're feeling and help them feel better. What I think his friends should do right now is find another movie to watch, because he's clearly not comfortable watching the movie that they've picked.
Are you scared? Well,
Okay, Daniel's clearly more than a little uncomfortable here. What do you think he's feeling?
I think he's probably embarrassed or afraid of being rejected. Those are both, he could be feeling both of those things. Let's watch this one though. He might be afraid of being rejected. Oh no.
some popcorn got stuck in my throat. That's all that was.
Oh, goodness.
It looks like Daniel just gave himself away. Now he's afraid his friends are gonna judge him. What do you think he's gonna do next?
Okay, we've got lots of options here. He could, wow, we've got some funny options here. He could either give in and watch the show with them anyway, even though he doesn't want to. He doesn't feel comfortable watching it. He could either run away and just ignore what they're doing, go somewhere else, or he could stand up for himself and tell them he doesn't want to watch it, and that's fine. I think there are maybe two good options here. There's a good option and then maybe another. I don't think giving in to watch the show, even though you don't want to, is a good idea, especially if it's something that you don't feel would be a good choice to watch. I do not think that's a good idea. So definitely, if your friends are wanting to do you to do something and you know it's not a good idea, you do not need to do that. Okay, so stand firm, hold the line. You don't have to do everything your friends want you to do. He could move away into another room and do something else until they're done watching the show. But then that would kind of make him feel left out. And they wouldn't really know what was wrong. Sometimes it's really important for you to tell people why you're making the decision you are. He could also stand up for himself here. I think this is the best choice. Let's watch this one together. I don't know why he's dumping popcorn on his head, though. That's very confusing to me.
What's the matter, Daniel?
Well, I don't like watching horror movies.
Why are you scared?
Man, I really don't like how his friends are talking to him right now. If you see somebody having a hard time and they're uncomfortable with the movie that you're watching or the activity that you're doing or just anything like that, just poking and annoying them and making fun of them, I don't think is a good idea, because you wouldn't like that if somebody did that to you. So yeah, definitely don't do that to other people. I don't like how they're treating him right now.
Yeah, I am. And it's because I don't like seeing people being chased around by someone who wants to stab them.
Well, that's what we're watching today.
You know what? I'm happy for you.
I don't like that his friends are doing this to him, because it's like he doesn't like this movie, so why'd they pick this movie to watch? I feel like, I don't know. Especially, yeah, just be aware, guys. If somebody's in the friend group and they don't want to do the activity or movie that everyone else does, just let's do something else. Okay, let's do something else. We're trying to make everyone comfortable here and have a good time.
Different strokes for different folks.
I bet he's afraid of spiders, too.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just say they're my least favorite animal, okay? Different strokes for different folks, right? Oh, and it's not like I'm scared of everything. I'm not afraid of popcorn.
So let's see what else he could do here. There's lots of good choices for him to make. I definitely don't think he should just give in and watch it. I think it was good that he stood up for himself and said that he just wasn't comfortable watching that video. There are lots of other things that they can do. Let's see what those are.
Good job, Daniel.
He could also move away, walk away. It says run away, and let's see what that would look like.
It's hot dogs.
Daniel, what are you doing? The movie's about to start.
Oh, no worries. Nothing ever happens in the first hour of your movie anyways. Once again, hot dogs? Pizza pockets? Anyone?
Hey, Daniel, why don't you make us a potato salad while you're at it?
Sam, you know what? That's actually a great idea. I'll run out and get some fresh parsley, okay? You guys stay here. I'll be right back, okay? I promise.
Now, why would you say that? I was joking.
Not bad. He got out of watching the movie and he's making his friends happy.
Yeah, but he can't just make hot dogs every time something like this happens.
You're right. Unless...
Don't say unless.
Unless he opens a hot dog cart.
What I'm trying to say is that it's totally normal to want to run away when you're afraid. That's just your instincts kicking in. But the more times you do that, the more times you're telling yourself that you can't face your fears.
Then you'll lose your self-confidence.
And doing all those dishes is not going to be fun.
Yeah, I'd rather watch the horror movie. This just totally freaked me out.
Anyways, Daniel is running away instead of facing his fears. But if he keeps doing that, he's going to have less and less self-confidence.
It won't be easy, but sooner or later he's gonna have to stand up for himself. And when you keep running away, it makes it really hard to do.
So, what else do you think Daniel could have done?
Well, I think those were really the only two good options. I definitely don't think he should give in and watch the movie that he doesn't want to watch. Why is there a spider in that video? That is so odd. Sometimes these videos that they give us are just so I don't understand them, but it is what it is. Let's look what would happen though if he was feeling embarrassed instead of afraid of being rejected. Sometimes when your friends want you to do something and you don't want to do it, and you tell them no, you can be a little bit embarrassed, and you could, especially if they're poking fun at you and making fun of you and stuff like that. And I don't want you guys to make a decision based on what your friends are saying. Okay, I want you to do what you know is right, and I don't want you to just do something because your friends are doing it. Definitely, especially if you know it's a bad choice. So let's see if we can help him when he's feeling embarrassed here because he doesn't want to watch this movie.
Right now, Daniel's not feeling so good about himself. He thinks he's being a big baby for not wanting to watch the horror movie.
And it feels like everyone's looking at him. Are they judging him? What do you think he's gonna do?
Oh man, I don't know. There's a lot of choices here too. He could lie and pretend that he's okay with watching the movie and that he's not embarrassed. He could tell them the truth that he's not comfortable watching this, and that they're welcome to watch it and he'll go somewhere else. He could avoid saying anything and just go along with it again. I don't think that would be a very good option. Telling the truth here is definitely going to be the best thing to do. If you don't feel comfortable with something, a great thing to do is to tell the person that you're with why you're not comfortable doing it, and that you're not comfortable doing it, and they'll help you. Hopefully, if they're a good friend, they'll help you. But I don't think he should lie, and I don't think he should avoid saying anything. Let's see what happens if he tells them the truth, that he does not want to watch this. Is he gonna turn it off?
Oh, come on! Oh, just tell us. Are you scared?
It's not that I'm scared, okay? I'm never scared. Okay? It's well,
all he has to say here is that he does not like this movie. Okay? If you don't like something, guys, you don't have to say that you're terrified or anything. You can just say, I don't like this movie. I don't want to watch this movie. And that should be enough. I feel like his friends should have picked up on that by this point. If you can understand how he's feeling, and a kind thing to do, a considerate thing to do, being aware of other people, is trying to make it easier on them if they're having a hard time. If you notice your friend is having a hard time with something, be the one to step up and help them, okay? Be the one to step up and protect them from whatever's going on, and just help them be in a better situation.
yes. Yeah, I am scared.
What, are you afraid you're gonna get nightmares or something?
Yes. And not only that. Now every time I see a clown, I'm gonna think of this movie.
Ooh.
And I'll freak out. And now every time I have to go to a birthday party, I'm gonna be all worried, like, so where's the killer clown at? And I thought I told you not to open the closet.
You know, I'm afraid of having nightmares too.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Thanks, guys.
If your friends are ever in a situation where they're having a hard time with something, if you tell them that you've had a hard time with that too, it can make them feel more comfortable and less embarrassed. So keep that in mind too.
You know, when you think about it, Daniel actually had to choose between two things that he's afraid of: scary movies or the fear of being judged by his friends.
Well, I think it's pretty cool he had the courage to tell his friends he was scared of horror movies.
Right. Lose sleep or lose your friends. It's not an easy choice to make.
I bet Daniel felt pretty proud of himself after that.
Yeah, and he was even able to make a joke about how he was afraid. And he made everyone else in the room laugh too. That's really great. He was showing them that he's not afraid to be silly, and everybody wants to be friends with someone like that.
Because when you're just being yourself, you're showing other people you feel good about who you are.
And you make other people feel like they can just relax and be themselves too.
True.
No pretending.
But what if he didn't tell the truth? Just for fun, let's see if he could have made another choice.
I don't think he should have made the other choices here. If he avoids saying anything and watches something he's not comfortable with, he's going to feel bad later, and it's not going to make him feel good. And if he lies, his friends will never know what's really going on with him. So I think he made a good choice in telling the truth. Let's see what happens in the end. Actually, You know what, guys? This lesson's run kind of long today. We're just going to wrap it up there. I think that was a great thing for him to do. Just let your friends know if you're not comfortable with something. Just tell them I'm not comfortable doing that, and so I'm not going to do it. And then you need to hold the line. If your friends pressure you and try to get you to do something, should you stick to your choice or should you change your mind? What do you guys think? I think you should stick to your choice, right? Because you know it's a good decision and you need to stick to it. Once you find the good decision, you need to stick to it no matter what, even if other people try to get you to change your mind, okay? And also, guys, just be considerate of other people. If you notice somebody's having a hard time, try and fix the problem. Okay, one thing that his friends could have done in this whole situation was watch something else or do something else or play something else while they were together instead of doing something that they know was making their friend Daniel uncomfortable. Okay, so be considerate of other people. Don't put them in situations that make it hard for them. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening today. I hope you enjoy the game we have picked out for you, and I will talk to you all next time.